Do I know them? No. Oh shit though. I wonder where they're going. Oh, that's what I want. I don't know how they came up with that name. Brilliant title. Oh, I didn't even know I was that far from my ship. I could call my ship, but I don't like using that option sometimes. It seems more fun trying to get back to it. Yeah, man, it's dead. Very much dead. Sunshine is coming. Just changes everything. When the sun comes up, it's like you can see all the colours and everything. It's just amazing. Changes the whole aspect of the planet. I was on this one planet when it got dark. It was torrential rain, radioactive, and as soon as it got daytime, it got light again. It just got better. The whole, my suit got heated up and I wasn't so damaged. But it's amazing that something like that can have great effects on your gameplay. I'm just playing in normal mode. Where is that? Do like that. Can't say no to a bit of failing. Yeah, that's what I need. I need nano. That's what I need. Nanos I can get. It's the only thing I'm really concerned about, getting nanites before the new update. Oh. Look cool. Mother and a daughter or something, or maybe a son, who knows? I like the way that they're just together, because you think, oh, maybe they are related in some way. Landed. This is another one of these. Yeah, that's good. I like this one. Yeah, I like it.
Radiation protection stabilizing.
Let's go up. Let's move on. I still cannot get over the size of these planets. Like, every time I use a planet, there is no way everything's there in place. I still can't get over it. What game does this? There's no game like this. There's no game at all. Sometimes I'm at work and I'm thinking about this game, I'm thinking about going to another planet, what am I going to do next? Speaking of next, what is happening next? That is the big question. What is going on with this new update? Apparently we're going to get multiplayer. As far as from what the new Xbox cover suggests, which I'm very excited about. I think that's what we've all been waiting for. That was top of the list, really, getting multiplayer. I wonder if there'll be a limit. We've got 4 players huddled together. It could be like teamwork. That would be cool. Yeah. Like there's certain missions that you just cannot do on your own. You need. Hey, someone wants to fight. Let's have it. Let's be having ya. Interloper. Hold on. I always refuse. Always. I do not. Okay, let's go. Right. Coming in too fast. Luke said. Come on. Okay. I gotta be careful. I might just get killed here. I might actually. Oh my god. Come on. Right. Right. That's the one. One more. One down, one more to go. just missed. I do like those missiles, but you really have to line it up. My standing with a Viking has increased, which is great because I think I'm a little bit low on that. See where we are. Okay. Corvax, a few planets there. Let's have a look. Let's go there. That solar system was just desolate. There was like 3 planets that was just, there was nothing on it. The question is, are we going to get VR? I don't think it's necessary, but if they did, oh my gosh, look at that. I've never seen 2 planets so close together. That's pretty crazy. Wow. There's 1, 2, 1 moon. Wow. Is there one bigger than this? Okay. Verdant planet. That is cool. Wow. This is a moon. Doomed moon. Oh, if that's a doomed moon, what's this? Rocky planet. I want to see what this doomed moon looks like. What about this? Abandoned planet. I guess this is a moon as well. I want to see what this doomed moon. Let's have a look. Whoa. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. That is crazy. Wow. Very cool. Like Corvax have been here or something. that's the doomed moon. Let's see what this planet is. Let's go to this planet. See if it's similar to the doomed planet. They look like overgrown cactus fungus, that or whatever it is. I can't remember what that element was. Fungus. Nothing fungus anyway. That's the gold. What are you? What are you? I'm too high to fly. Okay, we got another. Sand blizzards, limited, abundant, scarce. Okay. At least you know what it's got. I tend to have like a sort of idea of what I want to do when I start a game. But the thing about this game is that it's so beautiful that I kind of lose myself and I end up just exploring and not doing what I intended to do. Let's see what this has to offer. Okay. Alright. I thought I'd give this a bash. It's quite late, but yeah, you need to put in some time in this game to get the best out of it. So I thought I'd give it a go. But I don't know about you guys, but I prefer playing at night. It's something quite intimate. I must admit, when I bought this game, day one, I loaded the game up, and I started on a planet, and this was early in the morning. I basically, I never left this planet that I started on until it got dark outside. I wanted to savor my moment for the first time before blasting off into space. Just being in awe by what this game has to offer. And I think the best of us that have played this game and have liked this game, we saw the bigger picture. We knew what the bigger picture of this game would be. 2 years later down the line, this game has grown, not only as a game, but it's grown, the community's grown, and this game's always evolving, always changing, and we've always known that it will happen, that would happen. looks like we'll find out once this new update comes along to how big it's going to be. Sorry, yawning away. So that's okay. Bit cracking. Step on. Now Sentinel, go away. You're not welcome. Oh, someone's in the chat. Welcome. Thanks for joining. My endeavour at No Man's Sky. I was on a planet that had torrential rain, and when I was flying around I couldn't even see what was in front of me. It was that bad. I think the next time we get the update we should put windshield washers or something like that on the hub, on the spaceship, so you can see what's going on. Pretty crazy. Yeah, it would be nice to have different variety of plant life as well. That would be fantastic. Technology recharge. Oh, there's a little two-legged creature. I do like those two-legged creatures. It's so weird. Whoever that is on the chat, welcome. Appreciate you dropping by. It's just for a short time. That's okay. Look at that. That's just what I mean. Once the wind picks up, you can't see nothing what's in front of you. That's not only for sandstorms, but the rain as well. Especially when you get to a planet that has like torrential rain. Torrential is right. I've never seen rain like that. Well, I have. I think this is the planet that said it was rocky. Oh. Yeah. That's crazy. It's such a beautiful thing. Hey Legend Productions, how you doing? Oh well, I had to, I thought I'd give it a bash. Thanks for joining, man. Appreciate it. Hope you're doing well. I'm in this solar system. I've never seen two planets so close together. It's pretty crazy. Yeah, super close. Not these two, there's another bunch of them somewhere. Whoa. So far I've been on like, I don't know, 4 or 5 planets and they've just been pretty much dead. I've never come across a solar system that much diversity. Yes. Looks like the Corvax have been here. Tell me about it. Can't wait. Apparently we could get some news on Thursday about the Xbox release. I'm not really sure what we'll get, whether it'll just be a release date or maybe just a picture. I mean, I was quite surprised when they showed us the box cover. But I can't wait. It's going to be huge. It's going to be huge. Can you hear me, by the way? I'm not really sure if my mic's okay. Just let me know if you can. Oh, brilliant. Thanks, mate. I'm going to go to another solar system. See where we are. Let's have a look at this one. I'm a planet hopper. I've been to like 90 solar systems, I think. 90 solar systems, and so I'm quite quick on it. Oh, this looks a bit gassy. Green star. Is that a green star? Or is it just gas? Noxious planet, yeah, that sounds gassy. On that, let's have a look. I do like my good planets. Yeah, what's your take on it? What do you think? Multiplayer? And why? How many characters were it? 4? 4 characters? I wonder if that has any meaning. Like 4 players at a time? I like the fact that one of them's holding a pair of binoculars and the other one was holding some sort of visor or something. So I think, you know, they're 2 different pieces of equipment. There might be some more detail on the binocular side of things, scanning, and yeah. To what degree, though? Customable suits. I mean, is it just aesthetics, or would they have a function? That would be interesting to find out. Very cool. Can't wait. And I was just thinking, because it had 4 players, you know, I'm like thinking, well, maybe certain missions you just can't. Yeah, that thing's on shoulders. I'm very curious about what it's about. Yeah, me too. One of them's, yeah. One of them's holding a visor, some sort of scanner, and the other one's holding binoculars. But those things on the shoulders, weaponry, extra weaponry maybe, who knows? I was also thinking that, you know, there might be certain missions that you really cannot do on your own, that you need someone on your team, so you might have to find someone with a certain capability. Because that would force players to come together. they're a little bit more ahead of the game. Who knows? I mean, if we be playing the game before Xbox players, we might be the bearers of trying to lead the way, basically. I want to get to this. Alkaline cloudbursts, aggressive sentinels, abundant average fauna. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna need some iron for this. Yeah, me too. 16 players I think is about right. I mean, 16 players. Where are you? I know Moore's gonna calm after I shoot this bugger, but I don't really care. Yeah, 16 players definitely. That would be fantastic. That would be just the right amount, right number probably to get the job done. I want to get some 9-act clusters. I want to try and get as much 9-act clusters before the update. I think it really doesn't really matter about anything else. And the servers have been down as well. We can't see. You can't see our progression for scanning animals or anything like that. That's all been taken off. Who knows? Can you imagine 16 players? Open ponds. That'd be awesome. What's your take on the announcement that we might get on Thursday? Do you think we'll just get a picture? Do you think we'll get a trailer? I don't know. I think we'll get a picture. I think that's what we did last time. Waking Titan, I mean, it's waking up and it's not happy apparently. It's turned into the evilness. You remember that logo, the Waking Titan logo, it was red. Seems to me it's changing. And it's going against us. Wow, I haven't seen so many plutonium all in one place. There's enough plutonium for everybody on this planet, I think. What is this? Oh, fungus mold. Oh! Yeah. Well, they would have to have some sort of functionality as well. I mean, unless it's just for show, you know, unless it's just aesthetic. That's the only thing. But that would be a waste, don't you think? Or it would be, depending on how you upgrade it, then it will change your exosuit appearance. Yeah. Yeah. I would say so as well. Little add-ons. And I think that, I think saying that, I think our, not only our exosuit, but you know, this thing, I think it will change because I mean, it looks totally different from the box art. The box art, their jetpacks doesn't look nothing like this. So this could actually change in its design itself, which means instead of having 3 little compartments, we might have a little bit more than that. And shoulder pads. You know, like if they had shoulder pads as well as equipment, and you'd see it, you can turn around and stuff. That would be cool. I think that would be isn't that what they should do? I don't see why not. Yeah, exactly. And don't forget the shoulder pads. You know, we're going to have shoulder pads. Whatever those things are on the shoulder pads, I'm sure it'll be in the, you know, it'll be in this particular menu. You know, not only you'll have the jetpacks, but you'll have shoulder pads as well. With, you know, and you can see what they have installed. That would be awesome. Or maybe even a character, you know, like a character model on the screen, and you can turn him around, and you can see what he's got. Like most games, when you're doing your character setup. And you know, we've got yeah, exactly. We've got you know, in order to analyze anything like an animal or a plant, we use our scanner. But I'm thinking, what if we have a scanner, handheld scanner, but our helmets act as something else, you know? I mean, our helmet has a different function. So even like the helmet could have a switch on HUD or something like that. I don't know. I mean, unless it's just aesthetic, where you know you get a different helmet, different colour, different design, but if the helmet had some function in itself, that would be cool. Night vision or something. Imagine if you had night vision and you can see the animals like in that sort of, because they're all heated, they've got blood and that, so you can see them moving around, and certain particular planets that are just so dark. I don't know. Anything is possible. It's all up for discussion, really. Put your tin-foil hat on and be curious about this game, because this game is always going to surprise you. I think we're just going to be surprised with whatever it gives. More than that. This planet's a little better, a lot more colourful than the other planets I've been on since the past half hour or so. What about ships? You think we're going to get customable ships as well, like ship parts and stuff? I think that would be cool. I think it's necessary. Diversity, that's what we need. Iron. I'm not sure if the will be third person view, but at least maybe you could finally see your hands, like when you hold a multi-tool or analyze it. Yeah, I think so too. I think so too. I kind of think that our characters are kind of short. You know, just a tad short, because when you approach the Viking or the Korvax, it always seems to be like below the shoulder that you're looking at them. You're never like head height to them, facing head on. So I think our characters are a little short. I think if they move the camera up a little bit, and That would be cool. Oh. Yeah, I know. Third person view, yeah, definitely. I think it'd be cool if it was, I mean, I don't know, I mean, I've always liked, I was never into first person mode. Like I don't like playing Call of Duty or things like that. I mean, I just find them all the same in terms of their function. Wow, Gravitino balls. You know, when I'm going to pick these up, I'm going to have sentinels all over me. Yes, exactly. They're a little short. I think if they move the camera up a little bit, it would be far better, because I feel, I don't know, it seems a little odd. It doesn't feel odd now, but like when you actually approach the Corvax or the Viking or whatever, it seems odd. I've got to get these Gravitino balls, but I know that I'm going to have, you know, you see, this is what I mean. Right, who's biting my ass? Damn it. Yeah. Damn it. Oh. Yeah, I'm in my shit. I'm getting my shit. Sort myself out here. I need to recharge my mining beam. I'm just looking, oh man, I'm just looking forward to everything, anything and everything. No way! Yeah, I know. And ship customization, well, I think it is very possible. I'm not 100% sure about it, but I hope so. Looking forward to seeing this feature. Yeah, tell me about it. It just, you know, if we're supposed to be engineers, and you know, we should really like get into the science of engines and I mean, they don't want to complicate it too much. We still want to enjoy the game, I guess. But life support, okay. It's an animal that's not too happy with me. Oh, whoa, man, nah. I can't even get those Gravitino balls. I'm playing on normal mode, I can't believe it. Let me get away for a little bit. I'll come back to those Gravitino balls because I know they're worth something. One thing I was thinking of, like, they should put, like, you can put a flag on the ground as a marker, so you can always go back to it, because if you're in a situation like I am right now, and you want to find where those Gravitino balls are, at least you know you can just follow the marker. It's over there. Let's go that way. Pods. speculate that on Thursday they can show us maybe a release date or some information about features in the update. Hopefully trailer as well. Well, I think the trailer would definitely tell us a lot. Better than a picture and better than, you know. Yeah, tell me about it. Have you seen? It's this vicious planet. Where's my ship? The planet looks kind of docile, but I don't know what's going on. If it's not the Sentinels, it's the animals. I can't even get to those Gravitino balls. Let me see if I can fly a little bit closer. Well, where are they? See, if there was a way of placing a marker like a flag, at least I'd know where they are. But I do like the struggle. I know. Too often. What is wrong? I think I've upset some of the animals here. Right. See how long I last. Let's have a look at my life support system. Life support system is full. I just don't know why it depletes so quickly. Right, okay. That'll do. So far so good. I've got fungus mold over here, which I quite like. I need that for my explosive gel. Fungal cluster, fungal mold, yeah. We'll get some of this. Where are those Gravitino balls? Is that the Gravitino ball? I don't want to be too far from my ship, because as soon as I get these Gravitino balls, I'm going to have Sentinels for my arse. Yeah, survival. I played a little bit on survival. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I wonder how long I'm gonna last after I pick these up. Oh man, come on. Yeah, I'm off. I'm not sticking around, I tell you, I don't want to go toe to toe with these Sentinels. Yeah. The other thing what about VR? You think we're going to get VR? I don't know. VR, I don't think, for me it's not important. I think VR is just a caveat in the game, you know? Part of the, you know, something to do. It'd be excellent if we could, but would it change the game? I don't think so. I think it's just a caveat as to look at it and, you know, get immersed in the game a little bit more. But this, you know, this function wasn't around in the first, when this game was released. Looking to the sides, looking down, and when I saw this at the beginning, I thought VR. I played normal as well and just earned lots of units. I'm waiting on the update in the hub, yeah. Have you got a freighter? I've been playing this game since day one. I haven't even bought a freighter. So I'm thinking, should I buy a freighter before the update or after the update? Not sure. not sure. But I'm enjoying this game, I tell you, it's always been good. Have faith. Have faith and updates will arrive. Don't know what that's doing up there, but yeah, this planet's pretty hostile. It is the most prettiest game I've ever played, I think. But we'll see what happens with the next update. But I think we're gonna, I don't know if we're gonna get through that. I really don't know. That would just be mind-blowing. Not everyone has a VR set, VR headset. I don't. And if it was VR, would I get a VR headset? I don't know. More Gravitino balls. Oh my gosh. I've never been on a planet with so many Gravitino balls. Here we go. Yeah, I'm out. Where's my ship? Vicious. 3. Oh my gosh. I can blast it now. Where are you? Where are you? Oh! Oh! See the dog? Nah. That's so cool. I haven't seen a sentinel dog in quite some time. I don't think I've got a freighter 2, and I think I'm not going to buy any yet. I would like to wait, see things. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I've been in two minds. Shall I buy a freighter? Shall I not? You know. You know, I don't know. I mean, I'm even thinking I'll just start a new save game, you know. As soon as the update comes, I'm just going to create a new file and start from the beginning, you know. Get the whole... Because I tell you, if they're going to release the game and it's the game that should have been released, like with all that content, you know, as they should have, well, they always said that they would. But if they said, you know, if it was the game that you should have been playing a year ago, 2 years ago, I have no problem just starting all over again. I really don't. Really don't. I don't know what's all the fuss about when people think, oh, but this is not the game that we had, you know what I mean? It doesn't make a difference to me. It's gonna happen. We're gonna get what we need. Wow, this. You know, everything that is in the game at the moment, it's gonna be souped up. We're gonna have more of it, from graphics overhaul, music, new music, everything, and more. I mean, it's just going to be huge. They don't have to give us they don't have to give us new terrain. They don't have to give us new music. They don't have to give us what we've got now. They don't have to give anything more than that. Just give us more of what we don't have. But that's not the case. I don't believe that's the case. I think we're going to get a complete overhaul. And that's fine by me, because at the end of the day, if they give us a complete overhaul of the game, and say for instance I choose to play with my original save game and everything else like that, there's still got to be a bit of a learning curve. You're still got to find new things, and you're still got to think, wow, this is a bit too much to deal with. I'd rather just deal with it at the beginning. That's the way I think. But who knows? Yeah, I don't mind playing from the start too. You don't have to lose anything. You can just leave your main save and just create a new one. That's exactly what I'm going to do, bro. That's exactly what I'm going to do. Nothing lost, you know. You haven't lost anything. And I think that's the clever thing about Hello Games, is that they've already they implemented in our update, they implemented that option of giving us save options. Why? Because they knew that there'll be players out there. If they didn't give us save options, imagine that they didn't give us save options, and the only way of going to play this game would be to use our old save and play the new overhaul in our old save. It just doesn't make any sense. I think people would want to create a new save, keep the old save, and play the new save and with all the new content and everything else like that. Why not? Yeah, I mean, they're thinking this through. They've been thinking this through. They're not going to put something in place without a reason. You know, for instance, I don't know. I don't know. Like, imagine if they gave us some tool to go underwater, and we couldn't go underwater. What's the point? Well, that's only because at some point they're going to give us a submersible sub or something like that. You know, they've been just giving us stuff to keep us entertained until we get the full update, really. Like, I was thinking, yeah, we've got mining options where we can just create a tool to mine some element or something like that. I don't know if you've seen it, but like, you can just attach it to the rock and have it mine the rock, gold or nickel or whatever. But we haven't got any mining tools to bury in the ground. You know what I mean? Like, for, you know, not for oil, but like for other elements, you know, you can borrow something in the ground. That would be fantastic. That not only we get elements from the rocks, whether it be gold or nickel or and the underwater can be way more improved, have some things to explore there. Yeah, definitely. Underwater canyons. Give us a submersible sub or something like that. That would be awesome. Or a remote control sub, you know, where we can just remote control it from the ground with a VR. Oh, well, there you go. Imagine if there was a headset like in the game that we had to use, and it was like a remote control, like sort of vehicle kind of thing, where we're on the ground and we're just like using this VR headset or whatever, not VR headset, but a headset of some sort, equipment in the game that we need to use, and we remote control, pilot control a submersible sub. That would be cool. But like I said, I was like thinking maybe like if we had some sort of equipment that would bury burrow in the ground, search for elements in the ground itself, not only on rocks, but, you know, because obviously our planet has oil and all sorts. I don't see why other planets should have the same. But yeah, submersible sub. It's just, you know, water feature on a planet. It's too much of a waste if it's not being used, and there's so much possibility in that. So I think they're definitely going to use that submersible sub, aquatic underground canyons, something like that. It would be too much of a waste not to use it. Dude, I would love to explore underwater in VR. That would be my dream come true. Tell me about it. Underwater VR with aquatic life. Imagine if you saw like some sort of squid, some huge giant squid like attached to your subnautical sub or something like that. You know, if they would do that, they would have to make the aquatic life far more diverse, and I think they would. That would be awesome. The other thing I was thinking of is, like, you know, we've got a torch. Why do we need a torch? Okay, it's for caves, but we can see inside caves. There's like so much light and stuff like that. So what, you know, why do we have a torch? Must be something more to it. Why give us an asset that we don't use? Because we don't use the torch at all. I mean, we could use it, I guess, but it's not like it's pitch black in a cave when there's so many things going on inside. But definitely aquatic life. Aquatic life is something, you know. If the you know, the land is rich with alien life, plant life, well, they can do the same for oceans. Go away, you. I'm gonna have to kill you. Sorry. Sorry, brother. Thing is that once you kill one of these creatures, you've got the whole family on your case. Let's see the uncle. This one's the uncle. Oh, man! I didn't even see that coming. I didn't even see that coming. Well, there you go. Haha. That was fun. That was fun. I got killed by the uncle. I should not have killed the nephew. There we go, that's probably the same one. These are vicious creatures, these little things. Oh! Could be more darkness in the night time, then the flashlight has more purpose and feels more scary. Yeah, exactly. Put that torch to good use. If we're going to have it, put it to good use. You know? R.I.P. creature killed you. Yeah, tell me about it. All because I shot his uncle. At least it was on the ground and not in space. I tell you, when I get killed in space, it's like having to travel all the way back and find my marker again. But this game's awesome. I love it. I love it. Couldn't believe it when this game was announced. The main aspects about this game that I just thought, I've got to get it. Procedural generated graphics and no loading screen, no loading time. And you can fly from the planet to space with no screen. I thought that's a first. And you know what? I'm sure there's loads of software developers that have been wanting to do this type of game, just never could, or never had the ambition to. And it only took a group of 4 people just to come up with it until they, a small company, and here we are. So I just think good on Hello Games, man. Good on them. Because you're going to see a lot of, I'm sure you're going to see a lot of, oh look at that. I'm sure you're going to see a lot of games following this suit. You know? What is going on, man? I say, whoa. Yeah, that was all I was expecting from the game, just explore as many worlds as you can. But yeah, exactly. Exactly. The exploration was the thing. The unknown. Could not believe it when they showed it, and I was just like, what? This is unbelievable. I tell you, I've exchanged a lot of games. I've bought No Limits, doing what you want, exactly. What you want and how you want, and everybody's experience is different. That's the good thing about it. I bought a lot of games, I've exchanged a lot of games, but this is one game I've never exchanged. Never. Never will. It's just too much of an important game not to exchange. To exchange, should I say. Oh, okay. Have you played Artemis, the 30-hour story mode within No Man's Sky? Found it amazing. Oh, that is just great. That is just great. No other game. Well, there will be. They'll try. They'll try. They'll try and do games like this now because of the success of what this game will be. And that's when, that's when we'll all be laughing, saying, "You see, I told you so," because we saw it coming. Cool, man, cool. Didn't finish it yet. Cool. You'll enjoy it. It was the first thing I did. I was like, wow. Oh, another. Someone else has joined in the chat. Welcome, welcome. Glad for you to join us. Okay. We've got everything what we need. We've got everything that we need. Okay, let's sort out inventory. Oh, nice! I can do my acid. Okay, acid. I need unstable gel, which is the cactus flesh. Okay. Welcome, let's try this one. I did, thanks for welcome, reading up on the chat history. Cool, welcome. Yeah, I noticed there are going to be more like this in the future. That's really good. Yeah. Let's hope they keep it diverse. Obviously the lore is amazing. Let's hope they keep it up, and I don't really mind on the amount of hours that they put into the lore, but I think the alien race is excellent. I think the story is excellent. I think we're gonna find out a little bit more of what happened with the Depth and Viking. Yeah, there's no game. But like I said, there will be game developers out there that will be trying to copy what No Man's Sky is doing. Procedural generation, exploration, longevity, you know? People just don't want to play a game for, like, 10 hours, do the story, and then that's it. Sorry, I'm just going to take a little break. I'm going to make a cigarette if you don't mind. But listen, you just, because once you play the game, you play the game. You put it down, you exchange it, and that's it. Game's done. This game is not like that. This game is like part game, part simulation, it's part of everything. I'm very curious how much the terrain will be improved now and variation. I think it's going to be huge. I think it's going to be huge. Yeah, I remember the vanilla version of the game when it first came out, and then the update. Oh, the update when it happened, I was just like, wow. It was like, it was like Google Maps update. It was like, whoa. How realistic is it going to get? Not real. I mean, it's getting there. I mean, it was very stylistic at first, but it's trying to get that realism as well involved, and I think it doesn't want to go full realism. I don't know. It would be cool if you had a full realism game like as good as graphically as Star Citizen. But then again, I've always loved the colour palette. I've always loved the colour palette and the style of this game. I don't think it should change. There just should be better textures and things like that. I think there's a fine line between art and design. Yeah, we need to have the longevity, have something that will get us busy for a longer time and still enjoy it. But that's diversity. It's not story. It's the procedural generation. It's the procedural generated. I thought that I'm more of a here's the carrot, go for it player. No Man's Sky kind of made me put my own carrots on the stick. Self-motivation. Yeah. Exactly. Because what brings us to this game, it's always seeing something different. The story is only, part of it. And before, when this game came out, all we had with regards to story was these portals giving us text. These animals, these aliens, the Korvax and stuff, oh yeah, they just grumbled. No spoken words, no nothing, it was just text. But what brought us to this game is just the fact that the diversity of the graphics and what we're seeing every time, there's something different. That's what brings me to this game. I just to go off topic, I finished God of War. And to tell you the truth, I prefer God of War 3 than God of War this one, the new one. But that's only because of its diversity. Its variety. There's more gods, different types of gods to fight and bosses in the third one than there is in the new one. And once I clocked the game, once I finished the game, I thought, okay, what else can I do? And it's just like getting this, getting that. We'll get even more story in this update. Oh, I think we're going to get a huge amount of story. Huge. I think we're going to get a lot of story involved. They've had like a year or possibly more to work on this update. They're ahead of themselves, and they're ahead of themselves that they've actually led us to believe, you know. And rather than giving us everything, I bought the game at full price in September. It didn't survive more than 3 minutes of gameplay on the first 2 tries. In the third. Sorry, I haven't got my phone on me, so I can't see your full text. Really sorry about that. But I know what you mean. I really literally threw it off my drive. Oh man. I want to see tornadoes, I want to see volcanoes, I want to see lava flows, earthquakes, lightning. Yeah, third time lucky, eh? Let's try this one. Third time lucky. I think that's the thing. I mean, it's just, there's always going to be something about this game that's going to bring you back. For whatever reason, it's always going to be different. It's always going to be a different reason. Sometimes I play this game to explore. Sometimes I play this game to just get as much information with regard to the planet or the animals. You know, sometimes I try to play this game with an idea in mind as to what I want to do. But the game is so beautiful, I just lose myself and I end up just flying around and enjoying the game for what it is. And let's not talk about the community. More weather effects, yes, I would like to see a thunder. Yeah, exactly. Despite or just because the game sucks so badly on user interface guidance. Yeah, there wasn't a lot. But take it for what it is, what it was, and always knowing that it's going to get better. Just going to have faith. Everyone has an opinion, and they're definitely welcome to it, that's for sure. What would be cool if you got to a planet and there was so much lava flow you were trying to figure out where am I going to land my ship. That would be cool. So, you know, gets you thinking. Once I got over the fight with the mechanics of the user interface, I found a breathtaking game behind that. Yeah, it was one of those games that it just left you just like, you know, here's the game, you play it as you want, play it how you want. We're not going to there's no user manual. You know, you just learn for yourself, and I think that was the same when the latest update came, you know, because there was a few little things, a few new options and things like that. I think when the next update comes, it will do the same thing. Yes, I agree. That makes No Man's Sky so special. Yeah. Never had a game like that where it just started you off. Well, here you go. Here's a ship. You need to find these parts to get off the planet. Fine. How do I do that? I'm not going to tell you. You're just going to have to find out for yourself. Tell you, these animals are vicious, all of them. Oh, we've got another person in the chat. Welcome. Little late night No Man's Sky flying here. Just enjoying the view. I'm not sure about the multi-crew ships because the cockpits are pretty small, but you could also travel with your friends on a freighter. Yeah. Well, I don't know, let's see. You could have a little bit of an overhaul. I was thinking yesterday it'd be cool if they had a spaceport where you could actually dock your freighter. Huge spaceport that everyone can dock their freighter, and it'd be like a community sort of gathering. If anyone's played If anyone's played Star Trek, where there's a huge spaceport and you can see ships just flying in and everyone meets up at the bar, you know? Everyone just have a drink at the bar. I basically have it all now in my survival save, but still I got lost for about a full hour on a single planet this evening. Yeah, that's the thing. You can get lost quite easily. Okay. We need some Iridium. And what about the community? Let's not let's talk a little bit about the community. What kind of game has a community like this? When I bought the game, I loved the game. Loved it. And I spoke to a lot of my friends about this game. Some of them bought the game. Obviously there's some that are not interested in science or anything like that, or the exploration or games for that matter. But for those that bought the game, they didn't like it. They couldn't get it. They just said, I don't like it because there's not enough in it. There's not a lot of content, you know? So I felt like, when I was playing this game, I felt pretty alone in the fact that, I couldn't, before or after we could have 6 ships parked and still have freighter slots being visited by freighters. So I felt kind of alone about this game. Playing this game, wondering, is it just me that likes this game or what? And then I found that there was a whole bunch of people online and Reddit and Cobra TV and all that, and and that's how I found out. I mean, I just thought, wow, there's people out there that like this game. We are not alone, people. So I love it. Everyone's sharing ideas, enthusiastic about what's going to happen, communicating, trying to get as much information about what's happening next, literally next. Having too much fun. I wonder when we have multiplayer, I wonder if people are going to be nice to each other. Let's hope. I think so. I think it's going to be one of those games that you really need to be friends. You cannot go, you know, on your own in this game. I mean, now we're on our own because we haven't got no choice, but I think with this next update, we're going to have to be the stronger. We are stronger together. You know what I mean? It's going to be like that because it's going to be us against where really? It's going to be us against the Atlas because the Atlas is a bit pissed off. It's going to go against us, and we're going to have to team up together and try and do something about it. I don't know what, but yeah, what if you have 6 ships loaded with freight and other players couldn't land them? True. But you know, Halo games have got they've got an answer for everything that they implement. They're not going to put anything inside a game that is going to be that doesn't really have any use or some sort of meaning towards it. Let's find another planet. Get out of here. Go towards another planet. Let's have a look. See where we are. Oh, here we go. Another one. They don't like me here, man. I tell ya, I didn't do nothing wrong. Oh. There'll be now more focus on the community. There might be some co-op story and missions, mysteries to solve together. Exactly. You know, I think, like I said earlier, Legend Productions, there are going to be missions that we're going to need each other. I'm sure. And that probably goes back to the suits, you know, like there's going to be some people that have certain capabilities that are specialists in certain areas because of the missions that they play. You know, whether it's an explorer or a scientist or a researcher or something like that, and or heavy combatant or something like that. Got a weird display from my big. They come in. That's awesome. I love that. Other players landing on my freighter. What a thought. Yeah. Can you imagine? That would be too cool. Decaying nuclear planet. What would be cool is if there was a mission that you had to get to a certain planet at a certain time. Like, you know, like if there was a celestial event in the galaxy, like a supernova or something like that, and you might not have to do anything to it, but because it's a celestial event happening at a particular time and you want to see it for yourself, it will happen. Like, you know, who wants to see a lunar eclipse? Everyone. When? Well, it just depends on where you are, and if you're there you get to see it. That'd be awesome. Take a photo. I'm a nomad. No planet base other than one. Oh, boy. Yeah. Here you go. It's going to be brilliant. I just want to fall into a deep sleep until next month, next 2 months. Just wake up with the news. Go into a sort of no man's sky hibernation. Recommend that fantastic fan art of a catastrophic planet event on Reddit, or I think you might imagine. Yeah, you know, a proper celestial event, whether it's lunar eclipse or a planet exploding. You know, you get the news and you get the coordinates, and you're like, okay, I want to get there. I want to see it for myself. I don't want to get too hyped, but it's hard. It's really hard. That looks cheap. Yeah, 6 slot. Not good enough for me. We're gonna have to have more mining tools, that's for sure. More diversity. Not only a mining tool, we need another tool. You know, of some kind. Hard and very challenging to implement in game mechanics, but quite desirable. Yeah, of course. Anything's possible. Who knows? You look on your landing pads. What the hell? Where they all come from? Yeah. I can't imagine what this game is going to be like in the next 2 months. Really can't. Speculation on high. You know? Have you been following the ARG? I think that's been a lot of fun. And the other thing is that the community has grown, and it's made this game better. It's affected this game. It's made this game what it is, and that's the beauty of it. Yeah, it's not for everyone. I just find it quite interesting because I've never seen a game implement something like that. It's quite fun. I'm following it. I always check out Cobra TV. He has great news about the yeah. Tell me about it. I always follow his subcast. Great channel. Great channel. He's the linchpin. You know what I mean? He's the one you've got to go to. He's the one that's been bringing a lot of people together. But he's like he says, we're a constellation. So it's all about us. I've never seen a game. I mean, you know, you've got your Call of Duty and stuff like that, and that's like a little bit competitive. You know, everyone just competitive against each other, you know what I mean? Which is nothing wrong. But not my type of game. I mean, this game is about community, cooperative, and I think it's going a little bit deeper now with multiplayer. I think it will stick to the same rules. Cooperative and teamwork. I don't think Sean Murray was going to do a game that would be, you know, it's quite passive, this game, but I don't think he would want this game to go competitive in the sense that we're all fighting against each other. I think we're going to be fighting against the Atlas, and I think that's their take on it. It's one of those games. I don't think Sean Murray wants that type of game for No Man's Sky. It's a good game, but yes, I don't really expect it to be competitive against other players, but cooperation definitely, exactly. That's the actual game I quite like, even if I think it's still in its infancy. Yeah, I think it's definitely going to stick to those mechanics of a more cooperative game, definitely. Because if we're all fighting against each other, then, you know what I mean, it's like, I don't know, it just changes the tone of the game. And I've always felt this game to be a very peaceful, passive game. The only thing that's aggressive are these Sentinels and stuff like that. But I think the Sentinels we should get more diversity on the Sentinels. When I played the vanilla, I learnt so many words that I couldn't learn anymore. Every time I went to a character, it was like, yeah, you've already learnt this word, and I just thought, oh well. But it's all about it. We are all travellers, and we are meant to work together. Exactly. You said it right, Legend Production. No way about this, there's no other way for this game to go than sticking together. Together we're stronger. Wow. Doesn't that rock look like some sort of gecko? Some sort of salamander. That's pretty cool. Consider it's procedurally generated. Co-op, more co-op is what I would like to see. There's enough PvP track out there. You said it. Co-op, like example in SWAT, is hard on coders and level design. Yeah, too much of that PvP stuff. I'd very much like to see another Traveller's Rift for all. in order to rescue me, rather than having to push the button multiple times just to kill. Yeah, I know. Especially within the game, if you had him on your friends list, you know, like that, even though you might be X amount of stars away or light years away, you know, there's still some sort of communication saying that you're in trouble, or some sort of beacon letting you know where he is and where you are within the. You know, and if we're gonna have like what we have already, proximity voice chat. You know, having proximity voice chat within ships, that would be awesome. You know? That's it. I've never been into PvP anyway. Yeah, me. You know, it's just old hat at the moment. It's too competitive. It's always not for me. Yeah, that's a cool looking hammerhead kind of creature. Never seen those before. That's what I mean, I've never seen that animal before. What the hell? Okay, where's that? Where's that thing? There you are. Knowledge stone. I really appreciate you guys joining me on this subcast. I'd like to see a smile on their faces. Can you feed one of these, please? Shall I? Sorry guys. Sorry, let's try this one. Let me see if I can head back. Find them. Where are you? See if I can find them. Yeah, pretty. Where are ya? Have I travelled a little too far? Where did it go? They've all disappeared. Oh, there's one. Come here. I got some food for you. There you go. There you go. There you go. Alright. Ooh. He's alright. He's a happy lad. He's a happy lad. Oh, there you go. What's he gonna do? What you got for me? Heck, why are PC and PS4 universes not shared? Yeah, I know, but I really would want to have them shared. Hey, no problem, let's try this one. Happy to make your request. I'll tell you your request. No problem, I always gladly pop in to other streams just to drop a like and keep a companion. Hey, that's all good. As Cobra said, we're all a constellation here. Let's get connected and increase the family here, because that's what it's all about. It's all love. It'd be cool if you could take like some of these animals on your ship. If you had a bigger ship, or land a freighter on a planet, then you can just say, yeah, go in, 2 by 2 like Noah, and then transport them somewhere. Do some cross. Get some planets going, some animals going from one planet to the other. That would be nuts. Or I don't know, having a little farm and just breeding some of these things, some other different animals. That would be awesome. Yeah, it would be crazy. Yeah, like if your actions have a consequence, what happens if I put one of my animals here? Will it evolve into something else? Missions with creature transport, exactly. What would happen to that creature if it lived in a different environment? Would it change? Especially if you named the animal, and you were the only person that actually, discovered that animal. And then, like, if you breed it, and then you can set it out onto another planet, and, it's there. That'd be crazy. But, obviously they're going to think, okay, we're going to give him multiplayer. Why? Okay, so they can see each other, and, well, they can talk to each other, and there's going to be something. Possibilities are there. Or put them into your base and make them stay there. Exactly, like a little petting zoo or something. See them grow. I have a screenshot of a smiling bipedal while he explodes corporate out of his back. I had to stop the game whilst typing this. I can't see the rest of your chat. Let's try this one, but that's funny. Have some, like, one of these creatures with eggs on his back. Like, see, not long. See what happens Thursday, eh? That would be crazy. I don't know, I've got a funny feeling. I think we're going to get a trailer. I think it'll be nothing more than just a trailer for the next update. And if it was cross-platform between Xbox and PlayStation, that would be crazy. But, it would surprise me, but in a way it wouldn't, because No Man's Sky and Hello Games, they've always done something that has never been done before, like this game and other things, so who knows? A zoo on your freighter, a real zoo. Care for the creatures, maybe have NPCs caring for them. Have them react to your decisions. Exactly. Everything has your actions There's always something that comes out of your actions, you know. That would be cool. And an action that would probably stay there for you know, forever. I mean, if you're going to name your animals, that's it. It's for life. As they say, a pet is not for Christmas. It's for life. Or a dog. Or a cat. And you know, if you're bad towards a creature, it starts to attack you. You know, so if you treat your animal badly, I mean, who knows? His temperament might change. You know. Can you imagine if, like, you again, hard to balance? I know. Remember that one of No Man's Sky's strengths is statelessness. Yep. Would be cool if you treated an animal really kindly and you left him on a planet, and like 3 months later you go to the same planet and the animal recognises you, but no one else. You know? That would be cool. Yes, and yes again. Let's try that one. Yeah, I know. It would be funny. Be like that scene. I don't know if you guys seen it, the Jurassic Park, where the raptor recognizes the main character, and he doesn't attack him. Don't forget those dinosaurs that we saw in the first trailer at E3. Who knows? Because they're there. It's going to happen. One of the glyphs is a dinosaur. One of the glyphs is a whale. You know, they're there. They're not there just for aesthetic reasons. It's going to happen. You can't remember that one? Oh man. Check it out. E3 presentation, Sean Murray. Remember me? No, you don't remember me. Yeah, where's my shit? Have you guys seen a fan-made trailer called No Man's Sky? I think it's called No Man's Sky Going to the Moon. I think it's called, or We're Going to the Moon, or something like that. It's so cool. It's fan-made trailer. Yeah, well, I don't mind if they don't add this anytime soon. Exactly, yeah, it's no rush. There's certain things that are more important than that. The balance and all that is very difficult to implement indeed, but just... Sorry, I haven't got my phone. But just to be on... Oh yes, I saw that. Next time you're safe from MV hazards, would you care to show the stats of your multi-tool? Yeah. Look quite capable. Yeah. I've got a good little... There you go. quite nice. 23 slot, pretty good intensity, long range. Still got 2 safe slots to implement a few other aspects, and I haven't found anything better. I mean, there might be, but I think this was the most expensive item. I mean, it was either this or buying a better ship or something like that, but I just wanted a tool. I think that was because I was mining a lot. But this is pretty cool, this weapon. It's very cool. It's got a long range. Even from that distance I can get the plant. My exosuit's maxed out as well. I haven't got no available slots. I mean, I can't max it out any further. But yeah, I was about to say, have you seen that No Man's Sky trailer with the moon? With JFK speaking over the background. So cool. Gives me chills every time I watch it. Check it out on YouTube if you haven't. Could you click open the down arrow on the upper right? I got it disconnected, so if you did, I might have missed it. Yeah, sure. Bear with me. No worries. Oh. There you go. It's pretty maxed out. I don't know if you know, but if you line these all up together, you get the full capability of that particular beam. So all the green ones like that, and the scanning next to each other, you just increase the scanning boost. You don't do it like separately with gaps. Well, I guess that's why the panels are laid out like that. Different panels, different patterns. But it's I haven't seen anything better than that at the moment, not with that range. Nah, not yet. If I find a 24 slot, I'll definitely get it. But it's an A class. Right upper corner, down arrow. Sorry. There you go. I know. It's like Silence of the Lambs. Can you hear the lambs? Clarice. God. Imagine hearing that. Imagine hearing that on your doorstep every night. Yeah, it's quite nice. I was happy. I paid quite a bit for it. I can't remember how much, but it was quite a bit. would be cool if you was able to just shoot these ships from the sky. No problem, let's try this one. No problem. Happy to share.
Radiation protection stabilizing. Technology recharger.
I think when we go back up, we go into the hangar. Not hangar, but space station, should I say. I think I'll just stick around this, stay on this galaxy, and sign off. It's getting late where I am, but it's been a pleasure, guys. Really appreciate you coming along. Hope to do a few more live streams and see where it takes us. But it's been a pleasure having you on the ride with me. We would need some kind of rocket launcher to shoot us down from the ground. Yeah, tell me about it. Well, who knows? Let's not hold it out there. We might get something on board in the next update. It would be crazy. I do hear a slight echo, which I didn't hear before. Any changes to audio on your side? No, have I noticed? Turrets. Who knows? Possibly. That's me parked up for the evening. Thanks very much, guys, for joining in the chat. Really appreciate it. It's been a pleasure. And hope to hear from you soon. I'll try and get back online as soon as I can. And hopefully you can see me and we can have a good chat again and travel a little bit more amongst the stars. I'm seriously starting to consider battling with the inner workings of streaming for the last PC stream. You should. Go for it. Why not? You know, it's always good to share your streams, and because it gives other people a chance to view new content. Because at the end of the day, this is procedural, and we're always finding something new. But anyway, Legend Productions, you take it easy, my friend, and let's try this one. Thanks very much. Appreciate you guys coming along. It's been a pleasure, and I hope to hear from you soon. Okay. Happy travels. Have a good week. Take care, guys.